I fear not the dark itself, but what may lurk within it. Welcome to Lurk, bringing you creepy, strange, and bone-chilling stories, with your host, Jamie Jackson.
Back to another spine-tingling episode of Lurk. If you're just joining us, you've stumbled into the eeriest corner of podcast land. For our seasoned lurkers, you're ready for the drill. Grab your holy water, maybe a lantern to pierce the gloom, and let's dive in. Today we're venturing to the fog-draped Ozarks of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, to unravel the chilling secrets of the 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa, crowned America's most haunted hotel. Built on a legacy of opulence and tragedy, this limestone stronghold teems with restless spirits, from spectral nurses to a mischievous stonemason. So let's cross the threshold and explore the grim history, ghostly encounters, and haunting eyewitness tales of the Crescent Hotel. The Crescent Hotel sits like a crown atop Crescent Mountain, overlooking the Victorian charm of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Or, sometimes, if you want to say it a little weird, you can call it Arkansas, because that's how I say it in everyday life. But today I'll be good and say it Arkansas, the way apparently you're supposed to. But let's be real, it's spelled Arkansas. Built on a foundation of dense magnesium limestone, its imposing silhouette blends with the rugged Ozark landscape. Opened on May 20th, 1886, the Crescent was a luxury resort for America's elite, a vision of the Eureka Springs Improvement Company and former Arkansas Governor Powell Clayton. Designed by architect Isaac S. Taylor, it boasted 78 rooms, a dining hall for 500, a ballroom, tennis courts, a swimming pool, and stables with 100 sleek horses. The Eureka Springs Times-Echo hailed it as America's most luxurious resort hotel, drawing high society to the area's healing mineral springs. Construction began in 1884 with Irish stonemasons hauling limestone from the White River, 18 miles away. Tragedy struck early. A red-haired stonemason named Michael fell from the roof to his death in what's now room 218, embedding his spirit into the hotel's lore. Costing $294,000, which is equivalent to $8.5 million today, the Crescent was a marvel, with gas-lit chandeliers, steam heat, and hydraulic elevators. But by the early 1900s, its grandeur faded. The resort was too costly to maintain, and the springs' allure waned. In 1908, the Crescent reinvented itself as the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women, a finishing school for wealthy daughters. For those who don't know, a finishing school is a private institution that teaches social graces, etiquette, and behavior, originally for young women from affluent families to prepare them for society. I never went to finishing school, in case you're wondering. We talk about poop at our dining room table, so never went to finishing school. The school thrived until the Great Depression shuttered it in 1934. After a brief return to hotel status, the Crescent's darkest chapter began in 1937, when Norman Baker, a millionaire radio host and con man, bought the property. With no medical training, Baker turned it into the Baker Cancer Hospital, promising a cure for cancer without surgery. His Formula 5, a mix of alcohol, glycerol, carbolic acid, and ground-up watermelon seeds, was a cruel scam. Patients endured painful injections, and many died, their bodies stored in the hotel's basement morgue. The following letter was written by a patient of the cancer hospital. His name was Luther Baggett. And this is just to give you a little bit of an insight as to patients and what they went through or what was going on. Friday, December 9th, 1938. My dear little bunch, the weather has blowed off nice and has been a pretty day. Me and another old man walked to town this afternoon, but I haven't had any mail from home yet. This is an awful out-of-the-way place, and mail is slow getting in and out, but I will surely get something tomorrow. I wrote to Floyd and Vera McClure at High, Texas today. Will mail this tomorrow. I have wrote you 2 letters already. Onetta, can you send me Holt's address? I sure would like to kiss my wife, big girl, little girl, and my sonny boy. Good night. Saturday morning the 10th. Have been pretty busy up to now. Castor oil at 6, tonic at 7, shaved, went to breakfast, took needle treatment back to room on bed with hot pack. Have just got back from a little walk and some air. Yes, and had carrot juice at 9. They say that all the medicines and food used here are made from vegetables, herbs, roots, and bark. Can't tell yet what they're going to do with my main trouble, but they sure seem to work over your blood and system. They didn't find much the matter with me. My blood was 30 points low and my main trouble. Some people come here and they find several ailments that they didn't know they had. That makes it more expensive. One man came just ahead of me with several ailments, and they charged him $500 flat rate for 5 weeks treatment, without room. Some are saving some money rooming out, but they wanted me here in the hospital. It seems that most of them has to stay as much as 5 weeks, and some longer. Since the mail seems so slow, you had better let me know soon how you think we're going to get along financially. Guess I will try to stay the 3 weeks, if I don't stay any longer. I have $47 now. It will take $3 more for next week, $50 for the next, and about $30 for a ticket and a little for laundry. About $90 more for 3 weeks. This sure has been a long week for me, and since I haven't had a letter and wondering if some of you are bad sick, I'm going to try to write to Mamie today, and I am not sure of her address. Well, the last mail has come for this week, and I didn't get a letter. Don't know what to think, and it seems there is nothing I can do about it. We'll quit and get this in the mail. Love to all, LJB, Luther J. Baggett. Luther Baggett died about 2 months after he wrote this letter. In 2019, archaeologists unearthed jars of human tissue and tumor samples buried behind the hotel, chilling proof of some of Baker's atrocities. Baker was arrested for mail fraud in 1940, and the Crescent sat abandoned until 1946. Post-war, the hotel changed hands, narrowly surviving a 1967 fire that gutted the 4th floor. In 1997, Marty and Elise Ronick bought it for $1.3 million, restoring it to its Victorian splendor. Added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2016, the Crescent is now a luxurious spa resort with 72 rooms, 12 suites, and the 1886 steakhouse. Yet its history of death, deception, and despair has made it a magnet for the supernatural. The Crescent's limestone walls, believed to trap electromagnetic and psychic energy, pulse with paranormal activity. Featured on Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, and Paranormal Witness, it's a bucket list destination for ghost hunters. From the morgue to the penthouse, spirits linger, tied to the hotel's tragic past. Let's meet the Crescent's most famous ghosts and the chilling encounters reported by guests and staff. Room 218 is the hotel's paranormal heart, haunted by Michael, the Irish stonemason who died during construction in 1885. Described as a red-haired, flirtatious spirit, Michael is a prankster with a penchant for female guests. He flickers lights, slams doors, bangs on walls, and occasionally gets handsy, with reports of guests feeling a pinch or a tug. Maybe I should go stay in room 218. Some claim to see hands emerging from the bathroom mirror, or hear a man's cries echoing from the ceiling. In 2020, a guest named Emily R. shared I stayed in room 218 and woke up to my pillow being yanked out from under me. The lights flickered, and I swear I heard a man laugh. I'm not superstitious, but I checked out early. Room 419 is home to Theodora, a cancer patient from Baker's Hospital who never left. Dressed in a white nightgown, she's seen fumbling with keys outside the door or tidying guests' belongings, folding clothes with ghostly precision. A couple staying in room 419 in 2017 reported their toiletries rearranged in neat rows overnight, with Theodora's faint figure vanishing when they flicked on the light. Ghost tour guide Dan Bennett noted, Theodora's presence is heavy, like she's still waiting for a cure that never came. The girl in the mist haunts the east side balconies, often seen around 10:30 p.m. Some believe she was a student from the college era, pregnant after an affair with a professor, who either jumped or was pushed to her death. Her misty form in a nightgown drifts through hallways or plummets into the garden below. In 2021, a guest named Michael said, "Caught a blurry white shape falling from the balcony in a photo. Didn't see it with my eyes, but the image gave me chills. The staff said it's the girl in the mist." Clifton Brecky Breckenridge Thompson, a 4-year-old who died of appendicitis in the 1920s during the college era, haunts the second floor. His curly-haired spirit bounces a ball down hallways and loves playing with visiting children. A family on a 2019 ghost tour reported their daughter, age 6, laughing and saying, "The boy in the funny hat shared his ball." Brecky's also known for appearing in photos, leaving smudged, smiling faces in the background. A ghostly nurse from Baker's Hospital roams the 3rd floor, pushing a squeaky gurney that echoes in the night. Guests report seeing her shadowy figure or hearing the gurney's wheels. The basement morgue, with its original autopsy table and walk-in cooler, is a paranormal hotspot. Visitors experience whispers, cold spots, and apparitions. In 2022, a ghost tour participant, Lisa M., recorded a video in the morgue showing a glowing orb that pulsed before vanishing. She said, "I felt dizzy and my chest tightened, like something was watching me." There's also the kitchen boy seen in the Crystal dining room. Chef Maria V. saw a boy in knickers and thick glasses skipping through the kitchen in 2018. Later, pans crashed off their hooks when she turned on the lights. "I thought it was a prank, but no one was there," she said. Human ghosts aren't the only kind roaming the hotel. Morris the cat, the hotel's feline mascot, who died in 1994, still prowls. A 2023 guest, Sarah Kay, said, "I felt a cat curl up on my bed, but the room was pet-free. The staff told me about Morris." Near the hospital annex entrance on the 3rd floor, guests report fainting or feeling disoriented. Paranormal investigators suspect a spiritual portal. In 2020, a tour guide saw a guest collapse, claiming they saw a glowing doorway before blacking out. The Crescent's hauntings are backed by a wealth of first-hand accounts from guests, staff, and investigators. Here are some of the most compelling. Summerlin and Carl Schalf booked a 3rd-floor room for Valentine's Day in 2004, joined by friends Alice and Ted. At 2:30 a.m., Summerlin woke to a crushing weight on her chest, unable to breathe, and heard a raspy voice whisper, "Leave now." Carl felt the room turn freezing, but saw nothing. The group fled to the lobby, where Summerlin said, "It felt like something evil wanted me gone. I'll never stay there again." Bill Ott, the hotel's marketing director, noted, "These experiences are intense, but usually tied to the hotel's trauma, not malice." Ghost tour guide Sarah Eschel shared a haunting moment from her early days at the Crescent. During a 3rd-floor tour, she photographed a mirror, later noticing her son's reflection alongside 3 women and a man whispering in his ear. Her husband confirmed the man wasn't him. Sarah said in 2022, "The spirits here are drawn to people's energy. They're not shy about showing themselves, especially in photos." In April 2023, the hotel's security cameras captured a chair sliding across a third-floor hallway, untouched, with a faint humanoid shape flickering nearby. The footage, posted on the hotel's website, sparked online buzz. Another guest commented, "I stayed at the Crescent last year, and that video matches the uneasy vibe I felt on the third floor. Something's alive in those walls." During the 2021 Eureka Springs Paranormal Weekend, investigator Keith Scales recorded EVPs in the morgue, capturing a voice saying, "No more pain." He told Arkansas Times, "The Crescent's history, Michael's fall, Baker's victims, has created a spiritual imprint. The limestone amplifies it like a battery for ghosts." His team also noted temperature drops of 12 degrees Fahrenheit in the morgue, unexplained by drafts. A 2019 guest described their encounter. "Saw a woman in a white gown on the balcony at midnight. She looked sad, then faded away. I thought I was dreaming, but my friend saw her too. The guide said it's the girl in the mist, and now I'm a believer." I'm trying not to sing the monkey song. The Crescent Hotel is a thriving resort, blending Victorian elegance with modern amenities. Its 72 rooms, 12 suites, New Moon Spa, and the 1886 Steakhouse draw tourists year-round, but its haunted reputation is the real star. Nightly ghost tours, led by guides like Sarah Eschel and Dan Bennett, explore Room 218, the morgue, and other hotspots, costing around $27.50 per person. The annual Eureka Springs Paranormal Weekend, held each January, offers overnight ghost hunts and seances. The hotel embraces its spooky side, nominated for USA Today's Best Haunted Hotel in 2024. Guests can book Room 218 for a Michael encounter or join kid-friendly ghost tours for ages 5 to 12. Staff insist most spirits are benign, tied to a place they cherished. As Bill Ott says, "The Crescent's been making memories since 1886. Some guests just never check out." That's a wrap on our haunted journey through the 1886 Crescent Hotel. From Michael's antics in Room 218 to Theodora's sorrow in 419, this Ozark gem is a ghostly jackpot. Whether you're chasing spirits or just a good scare, the Crescent delivers. Got a paranormal tale? Share it at lurkpodcast.com, where you can also read our blog, meet the team, or sign up for our newsletter. Find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or anywhere podcasts lurk. If this episode gave you goosebumps, leave a 5-star review, tell your friends, even the cashier at the grocery store, and keep the Lurk fire burning. Until next time, watch those balconies, listen for that gurney squeak, and keep lurking.